the Mademoiselle, and ça c'est deuxième Chanel. I hope you guys are enjoying 12 days of Halloween 2023. I hope you guys are sharing these videos. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button and you are dropping a comment. We're working very, very hard on these videos. So make sure you engage. And if you guys are not aware, my merch shop is now open and fully loaded for you guys to shop. I have new designs, so I would definitely appreciate if you guys go buy something. Excuse me. Woo! That's crazy. Excuse me. That was very rude. But yes, I would definitely appreciate if you guys go buy something. And most importantly, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button and join the Patreon for more updates. You guys get early access. The most expensive tier is only $5. And I'm only going to be dropping those types of stories about my personal like voodoo shit and stuff like that on my Patreon. So thanks in advance for everything. If you do so, let's get straight into this video. As you guys can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about how to reverse a hex. Okay, now I will say, depending on the practice, the hex, the person, and the circumstances, everything I'm saying in this video is going to be extremely subjective. So of course, I want all of you guys to comment down below, how do you reverse hexes in your practice? And most importantly, have you ever been hexed and what did you do about it? Now, to be quite honest with you, I really debated heavily about doing this video because I was like, I feel like, I don't know, I was like, I'm probably not even the right person to talk about this. Like, there's probably way more experienced people talking about things like this. But then I looked it up and I was like, damn, there's not really many videos about this. So hopefully this video does help someone out there. So when it comes to being hexed, there's so many different hexes out there. But one of the most commons in Haitian voodoo are generational hexes, curses, and of course, love curses, right? And when it comes to that, most of the time you can only get them reversed by doing things in the Haitian voodoo realm. You cannot go to like a shaman or somebody in Santeria or bruja or, you know, someone in witchcraft and try to get it reversed or cleansed or cut off of you, because it's just not going to work. And that goes for most other practices as well. Now, one of the first ways that most people try to reverse a cleansing is by praying it away. And let me just get into that first, okay? So, of course, you can pray. You can, you know, get an exorcism. Let me not even say that. I'm not even going to try to steer you on that direction of thinking you could just go to a priest and be like, I've been cursed, bless me. It doesn't go that way, okay? An exorcism is reserved for people that are possessed by demons. A hex or a curse is not what a lot of people make it seem it is, okay? Being hexed or being cursed is essentially someone sending something bad on you. It is a series of bad luck and misfortune brought upon you, either because of jealousy or because you genuinely deserved it because you did something to that person. Nonetheless, it is nowhere near like being possessed. However, someone can send a demon or some sort of deity after you that can in a way possess your life and cause really bad things to happen to you. In retrospect, a lot of people don't know, but you can also send angels after people to ruin people's lives as well. Now, that's something a lot of people don't know about and a lot of people refuse to believe it. There are some angels out there that also cause strife in people's lives if you do harm the people that they are protecting. All of us are assigned guardian and archangels, and some of them are not to be fucked with. And if for whatever reason, if you're fucking with somebody in a very bad way, their archangel might come after your ass. Like, God forbid somebody is guarded by Archangel Michael. I don't wanna, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. So bad things just might happen to you, okay? Or Raphael, child, like, you know, some angels, they don't play that shit, you feel me? So when it comes to being hexed or being cursed, you need to really understand what it is and what you're dealing with. So that's definitely the first step. You also need to understand if you're actually cursed or not. So I actually did a full-blown video about how to know if someone's done voodoo on you or if you've been cursed. Feel free to go down in the link in the description and end or the pinned comment, and you can watch that video first if you really need to understand if you've been cursed or not. Because a lot of people, it's delusion. A lot of people, they never been cursed at all, and they just think they've been cursed. Or there's a lot of practitioners that just make you feel like you've been cursed just to fuck with you, and you just go about your whole life thinking you're cursed, and there is nothing wrong with you. So do with that what you will. So like I said, first things first, you can literally try to pray. You can try to devote your life to Jesus Christ, okay? Whether it's Pentecostal, Baptist, Catholic, Jewish, whatever. Devote your life to a whole different religion and hope that the curse goes away. In some cases, it might. Nonetheless, I will tell you right now, this and most of what I'm telling you in this video may not be foolproof, okay? Most of the time, you have to go to a practitioner of whatever religion or practice that you have been cursed with to reverse whatever curse fully. Okay, that is literally the only way you can ever get rid of a curse legitimately. I'm just going to be giving you guys the steps to do these things by yourself. Okay, if you want to get rid of a curse by yourself. The next one has to do specifically with if you know who did what and what exactly is after you, specifically if they sent like a deity, a demon, an archangel, or whatever it is after you, and that is to apologize. So most of the time when people, especially like in Haitian Voodoo, they send a curse after you, they send a deity attached to it, okay? They'll send a loi. So say if they send Baron Samedi, right, attached to it, and the curse would be, you're not allowed to bear children. Okay, that's a very common one, believe it or not. Like, it's very fucked up, but there's a lot of people that really don't fuck with whatever. Maybe their ex fucked them over. Maybe their ex had a baby with someone and they weren't supposed to because clearly they're in a relationship with them. So now they're like, you know what? I hope they never have a baby again. And now they want to have a baby with the new person that they're with. They just got married to the new person. Whatever the case may be. There's so many different ones. I'm telling you, crazy curses out there that people have done when it comes to fertility and things. So say if that's your situation, right? So you might know that it's Baron Samedi. And there's specific things with specific loi that you'll know. So for example, Papa Legba, most of the time, if he's sent after you or somewhere around you, people who are devoted to Papa Legba or people who essentially can see or hear spirits will more than likely be gravitated toward you and tell you that there's a message for you. And also you'll probably have signs of like railroads near you. You'll see like railroad pikes and you'll see like coins near railroads and stuff like you'll see it. You know, same thing with like Ursula Freda. Like more than likely she's a little bit more like, what's the word? Flamboyant. Like she's a little bit more like in your face with shit. So most of them have their things, okay? Like usually when you're in the practice or if you know people close to the practice, you'll know. But if for whatever reason you don't, this doesn't apply to you. However, you can ask for forgiveness. Beg for forgiveness. And the second step akin to that would be to go to a mumbo, an ogon, or a bukwar for them to do a special ceremony for you in order for them to cleanse the curse or the hex off of you. Now, these things cost thousands of dollars most of the time. They ain't cheap, and sometimes they don't work because a lot of times you have to be physically there, and a lot of times these things have to be done in Haiti. You're not doing them in America because these are not regular ceremonies. That's the best way to explain it. They're like, so I finally had the opportunity to see one being done on WhatsApp because I know someone personally to me that's going through something like this. And I was just like, oh, hell no, this is exactly why you have to do this shit in Haiti. Because if you do this shit in America, somebody will call the cops on you. It's a lot, okay? I'm talking about fire, yelling, chanting, singing. Imagine a church ceremony, but with lots of fire, yelling, food, days of worship. Like, it's a lot that goes on. Sacrifices. So there's a lot of things that go into it. It's a lot of energy that goes into it, hence why they charge so much. And again, it might not work, especially if you're not there in person. Like a lot of people actually physically go to Haiti to get these things cleansed off of them. But the first thing you should do is just ask for forgiveness. And I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you have to ask for forgiveness from the loi, but also from the person who cursed you. But again, that's only if you know the person and you know the loi. So in rare cases, you can get something, honestly, I'm calling it a cleanse kit. It could be called a multitude of different things. It really depends on the practitioners in your area, which essentially is a bunch of spiritual or magic materials put together so that you can cleanse yourself, get rid of curses, and protect yourself. There are a lot of like witches and shamans and things like that who do put these things together and have them for sale on their website. And it's perfect for those of you guys who don't live near any, you know, practitioners who can actually help you with this sort of thing. However, be very, very careful because like I said in my fake witches videos and stuff like that, there's a lot of people that just do these things for profit, have no natural ability or gifts whatsoever, and just act like they have a spiritual gift and they really don't know what the hell they're doing. And them doing this is actually causing a lot more harm than good. So be careful and actually vet who you're buying these things from. Very conventional. The next series of things is going to be very conventional things. Very like, I would say more so in the zone of the witchcraft type of realm, spiritual realm. So what many people have done for, I guess, centuries would be salt baths. Now, personally, I don't know anybody who's tried this. I had to ask my friend, she's a witch. Actually, I feel like she does do stuff like this on a regular basis. Some people actually do these in generals as cleansings, but a lot of people do them for hexes. So there's ways that people do these to cleanse curses and stuff. People use salt baths regularly just to, you know, keep off bad spirits. However, when it comes to curses and hexes, a lot of people use salt and baking soda in a bath in order to make sure that there is nothing basically clinging on to them. Personally, I don't know anybody that's used this for a curse, so comment down below if you've used this before. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but from what I understand, you're also supposed to put other things, herbs and stuff in the water in order to make the water way more potent. Of course, the age-old smudging. However, I'm gonna tell you right now, when it comes to smudging, a lot of people need to understand that smudging is not always a good thing, okay? Smudging, aka saging, is a very popular act, okay? Everybody does it, whether you're spiritual or not. It's become very, very popular, especially due to social media. I actually have some right here. Oh my God, these things are shedding, I can't stand it. But as you guys can see, I also have some Palo Santo, okay? Now, this is the thing that a lot of people don't know, and I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I just found this shit out a year ago. Sage actually invites spirits into your house. It draws them in. While Palo Santo actually does cleanse your house. So if you ever go to a spiritual store, whatever the case may be, while you're picking up sage, pick up some Palo Santo. Because you got to be very, very careful. Now I know why there's so many goddamn spirits dancing in my house all the damn time, because of the damn sage them always smudging around and shit. You can, you know, sage yourself, sage your cat. That's funny. That's why I named my cat Sage, because, you know, she's supposed to be my peace and my energy, and, you know, isn't it cute? But essentially you can smudge yourself. But there's like certain smudge rituals that are supposed to lift curses off of you, because what people don't get is when someone curses you or when someone hexes you, essentially it's an attachment. It's basically something leeching onto you, and a lot of times evil spirits or negative things don't like anything like Palo Santo or sage or crystals and stuff like that. So the more positive energy you could get around you, the more situations, the more anti-demonic shit you can get around you. That's the best way to explain it. I don't even know how to say it, like the better it is. So holy water, salt, sage, Palo Santo, stuff like that, all of that shit is going to be good. However, sadly, a lot of times those things aren't powerful enough, right? Because if it's really strong, like something like a generational curse, or, you know, someone really did something to fuck your ass up, like trying to kill you, you know, something like a smudge stick ain't about to do much. Now, this is where the practitioners come in. We have mumbos, orgons, buckhors, but also we have priests, shamans, all types of things, okay? Anyone that is a religious leader, spiritual practice type of leader can help you lift a curse. However, okay, again, it ain't gonna be cheap, and there's different types of spiritual ceremonies and rituals for each thing, And you have to be very, very careful where you go, because a lot of times you may not even know where you're aiming your energy towards, right? Just like I said in one of my most recent videos, right? When it comes to return to sender type of things with the voodoo dolls, right? You may be sitting here trying to lift the curse, but sometimes in a lot of cases, you might be actually doing a return to sender and not even knowing it. Sometimes you might be like, you might only have a choice to do a return to sender because that curse is that powerful. It's that strong. So it could only go where it was originated from. So you got to figure out, like, damn, it could be my Aunt Becky from Tennessee. Do I really want to send something to Aunt Becky from Tennessee? Yeah. It could be my Uncle George from Georgia. Like, do I want to send something to Uncle George? Like, you got to be really careful. You got to know where it's coming from. In the event that you don't, like I said in my last video, it's either you or them. Do you want to live with a hex? Like, do you really want to live like that? But at the same time, you gotta be, you gotta actually know you're cursed, because I actually saw something recently about this where it was like, sometimes, people don't even really be cursed. They be out here thinking they cursed, trying to cleanse themselves, trying to do return to senders, and they're returning it to themselves. Like, your worst enemy is yourself sometimes. Sometimes there is no curse, there is no this, there is no that. It's literally you against you. Especially those of us who are ruled by Saturn, like I'm a Capricorn. I really shouldn't be doing return to senders, because technically I'm ruled by Saturn, which is the planet of karma. More than likely anything I do, whether it's righteous or not, is going to come back to me. So essentially you got to be very, very careful and think very, very carefully about what you're going to do. Okay, because you do not want something to come back to you, even though you're right. Because yeah, of course, bringing you back to the first video I made in this series, we have tools such as voodoo dolls. Now, there's way more tools other than voodoo dolls that can help you. But however, tools such as voodoo dolls are a very popular choice. Now, for those of you guys who are doing it alone, who don't have practitioners in your area, or who are just self-practicing, self-teaching people, these things are perfect for you. If you know for a fact that you've been cursed, you know where it came from, you know who did it to you, and you know why, get that voodoo doll popping, okay? Just do what you got to do and get it done with. And I would say get rid of the voodoo doll so that no harm could come to you, because that's going to be your best way to get rid of whatever it is plaguing you. Because at the end of the day, typically voodoo dolls are very direct. But again, like I said in my other video, those are also return to sender type of things. They're not going to get rid of anything. They're just going to bounce it back. Now, God forbid that person finds out and it bounces back. Like, y'all gonna be out here playing boomerang with curses. So I feel like it's best to always just go to a practitioner. Nobody got time to be out here playing boomerang with spells and curses. Okay, nobody has time for that. Okay, it's always best to just go to a practitioner that knows what the fuck they doing to help you out, because Chad, ain't nobody trying to die. However, I really genuinely feel like at the end of the day, when it comes to these types of things, you got to be very careful. Be good. Okay, be nice to everyone, and most importantly, be honest. All right, and don't piss anybody off too much, because if not, they might turn you into a goat. Let me stop. That's not funny, but yeah. Or a chicken. Do you guys remember the chicken story I told them? Where there was chickens in the hallway? Oh God, good days. But yes, with that being said, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, do all that, and check the description box for everything that you guys are consistently asking me about down below. Make sure you guys check out the merchandise, check out my other 2 channels, and join the Patreon. There's videos waiting for you over there. I love you guys so very much, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. Bye.